everybody. Daniel from the Venza Dutch office. Got a little bit of a throat cold, so I sound a bit weird, but we're glad that you are here, and I'm not in any way risking giving what I have to you. That's just how we want to operate. With me, as always, is Sean Shields from the Roswell office. He's waving to the good people. Oh, look at that. What is it? It's like he's smelling a fine cognac. Okay. So not yet, Sean. It's not 5 o'clock where you are just yet. It is for me though, but maybe later. Anyway, we got a couple of newbies, first time in the hot seat, and let's find out who they are. We'll start with you, JD. Tell us about yourself.
JD Cain, VP of Sales for Revinate, and Revinate is a company that powers guest data to enhance the guest experience and drive direct revenue for hospitality companies.
Right on. I love how JD says powers. We got this is recorded, right? We're gonna use that. That sounds
I was
good.
told that's a strong word to use.
It is a very strong word. Fantastic. Now the pressure's on you, Katie. Can you work in powers into your introduction?
I'll make powers. I'm Katie Steinberg. I'm a senior account executive here at MarketScale, and also podcast host for a powerful show called Game Changers. And we are a B2B platform for community engagement through media. So we help companies build media channels.
Yep.
There we go.
Powering media channels
Very
for powerful companies.
Powerful media channels.
Fantastic.
A lot of power here.
Yes. This is Sean. When we post this, hashtag power.
Hashtag power.
For this. Very good. Well, as I explained, you guys are going to react to something that Sean's going to share. So anytime you're ready, Mr. Shields. Anytime there you go. All right. So this is an article as a piece of research that's put out by an organization called Qualtrics. I've just recently found out about it, but there's a lot of conversations about staffing and about team growth and maintaining talent and the challenges with talent pool these days. And so this was employee experience trends, 4 things your people need to know. So one of the trends that's listed, so we can give you a link to this in the description. But the first trend was losing female leaders. I thought this was fascinating. Yeah. If you would actually, Sean, go up one more screen. I told you I gave you bad intel there. Okay, this is the one I really wanted us to look at. Leaders intent. Oh, yep, you were there. Go on back. There you go. Leaders intent to stay. So this is leadership in the organization. Their intention to stay at the organization has dropped significantly. For male senior leaders in 2021, it was 81%. Male senior leaders, 72%. But look at the precipitous drop for female senior leadership, 86% down to 68%.
Yeah, wow.
I think it's a fascinating study that they've put in, and one of the things that we talk about in hospitality is how challenging it is to get greater diversity in hospitality technology and technology leadership from minority groups, women, people of color, etc. So this is not a hospitality study. This is generic. Do you think, my question to you too, this is where you react. Do you think that this is going to be does this apply to hospitality? Are we going to see the same kind of, if this is a trend, are we going to see the few gains that we made in seeing more representation, more diversity in leadership? Is that going to drop in hospitality? Why don't we start with you, Katie? Ladies first. This is about women in leadership roles. What are your thoughts?
Totally. I mean, I think that women or just people in general during COVID, it really made everyone really reevaluate their lives and what they were doing and if it was the right path for them and if that's where they wanted to keep going. And with working from home as well, so many people had to be in the office from 9 to 5 every single day. And it made people realize that if your office is continuing to do that, you can find another career where you can work from home and have that flexibility. And I think it put just so much emphasis on really power of like the individual. And I think that, not to say this, but a lot of females do have families at home where they want to stay at home with their kids and be able to work from home and then also have their kids there as well. Or it just gave so much more power. So I would see this continue to, I wouldn't say like more executive, but just in general, people just wanting more power again for the individual. I don't know if that would be more executive or what that would be, but I think that's something I've seen a lot.
Do you think that women in leadership roles, um, because of traditional expectations in the family, that they're working from home, kids are now at home, and so the weight of being in a leadership role, and then also the juggling because there isn't the health childcare is available, did the burden, do you think, fell more on women in leadership that says, I'm just not down for this. This is more than
Absolutely. I mean,
I
I think,
expected.
yeah, totally. I think there's certain sacrifices anyone with a family has to make when you're working, of course. But I think, of course, that does become a little bit more challenging, especially when it completely switches and you are able to work from home and realize that you can still do your job 100% efficiently and effectively and go make sure that your kid's okay in the next room. Or that they're, just little things throughout the day that where normally you'd be talking to your coworkers, getting water, as opposed to now you're able to actually help your kid or things like that, like just with the efficiency of time. So again, I don't know with females, I just know that, I mean, you're a mom, you're of course like very caring and loving. And so might be a little bit more inclined, but, I don't know. Again, it kind of goes back for me for like the power of the individual and just realizing there's so many different things that you can really do when you're working from home. Yeah, a lot more options for sure. And hospitality is really having a huge struggle with this right now, because so many people did realize that there's so many options.
Yeah. JD, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that there's going to be a slide in female leadership in hospitality specifically?
I'm going to say no, because I think hospitality is more reflective of society than other industries because we're so diverse. We're everywhere on earth. And there's so much hiring that goes on in hospitality that I think it's going to be less exaggerated in hospitality. It'll certainly occur, but plagiarizing off what Katie said, it's great to go second. I think that what it means, when I look at those numbers, I think there's, and it might be later in the Qualtrics study that talks about where are they going, and I would think they're going to opportunities that are better for them. Because of this geography being taken out of the leadership role, where maybe you don't have to be on property at the hotel, so you can be a leader from anywhere now, the work from anywhere. And I really hope it's because there are better offers in better leadership positions for them. So even though I do think it'll be less exaggerated than kind of the broad workplace, I would think that they now can look for a better role, a better leadership position, and it's kind of freeing them up to take a job anywhere. And so I hope it's a net positive, even though it looks like a negative. I hope it's not leaving to do nothing, right? I see it as leaving to do something, a better opportunity somewhere is really what I hope that's saying.
Well, I think the takeaway for sure is that you two are definitely optimists. So you're saying Katie's talking about options, more options and more opportunities from JD. So yeah, let's hope that it does provide for those who merit those leadership roles, better opportunities for them. Right on. Sean Shields, anything in as we close? You want to speak on behalf of all of the female leaders that are out there? I mean, that doesn't put you in a into a dangerous spot.
Female leaders, there's always room at the top, and I think female leaders have figured out I don't need all of the stress that goes with wearing the crown. And so I'll go get a job, I'll work from home, I'll make money, I'll be fine. You know, what they value is different, and that's why you lose women leaders, is you're losing that brain trust, and they have just decided, okay, that's great, I did that, that's fine. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to make money. I'm going to take care of myself. I've got my side business that I've always wanted to do. Now I can concentrate on that. Maybe they're entrepreneurs now, you know, so a little bit of what JD said and a little bit of what Katie said, they're just somewhere else too. So
yeah, some of those traditional ideas of what is important, like the title and those kinds of things. Some of those traditional notions might not be as, and it might not just be women. It could be, millennials, different, age, different generations just may not say, well, I want to make sure I have a C in front of my title, right? And I'm not successful until I have that. Really? Right? People are reevaluating. Well, thank you both for giving your raw reaction. I think as newbies, you really came out powerfully.
Powerful. That's what we're looking for.
Hashtag
Agreed.
powerful.
Great job, Katie.
Thank you both. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you at the next reaction video.